You want to switch sides because I talk a lot? Oh, here's my boy. Plus, I'm taller. Back? Am I back? W refresh. W. 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 Am I back? Am I fucking back? My throat just made a funny noise. Damn, I want to play Red Dead.
That's why I want to play too.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. W. Sedusa. Boom. Loaded, motherfucker. How you guys doing? You guys, I have to do something really quick. And fuck it. I'll show you guys because I don't fucking care. You guys get to watch me be vulnerable, a little risky, and you get to watch me build my shit. Just for a second. I want to just separate that a little bit. Okay. That's all I had to do. I had to make that little adjustment. I'm making the roadmap to my Rizz lessons. Because even the you saying, oh, bro, be 6'4" with tattoos, you know, yes, that I have certain genetic cheat codes. You know, I was born an attractive guy. I'm 6'4", which obviously helps. Tattoos were absolutely earned. You know, you could do things for this. My teeth used to be pretty fucked up. Got those taken care of. You know, I take care of my skin. I always get a nice haircut. Try to stay in shape. Try to get outside. Just like wearing nice fitting clothes. You know. Yeah, so I'll explain what you're looking at. Just real quick, because I want to play some Red Dead. All right, so what you're looking at is my breakdown. It's my roadmap of building a new project. I do this like whenever I start businesses, really. It's like the first step of when I've started businesses is I have the general idea of the company, like what the company is going to do, what it's going to create, what's the service or value that you're going to give to things. in people, and then that stems out, and you have to like organize it. You could think of it as like you have all these thoughts, and you have to organize the thoughts into like laundry baskets, you know, and you have different colors. You have like the colored thoughts that go in a certain place. Then you have like the financial organization that you want it to be, and then you want like the dynamic of, say that you're creating a content company. You have to identify like, okay, what's my long form video content, or even the sales funnel, like what's at the bottom of the funnel. So like Instagram and Twitter, your social medias are going to be your top funnel. That's where you're throwing out like a net, and that's where you're getting like the most amount of people, right? But then as the net closes, after you get them from social media to make a click on a link or whatever, then they go into the next phase where they're hit with typically like their first paywall or prompt. So like some websites, they have analytics built into them, and technology. Developers like develop the websites to, when someone does an interruptive action. So like if you're swiping on a website, right, the icon for the X disappears. The second that you decide to swipe up, it indicates it, and there's websites. A lot of websites use a action blocker. So a prompt will pop up of like, save 15% right now, or put in your email for this. Those things are built, and they're so like quick that you don't really identify that they're manipulating you in this way. But not even that they're really manipulating you. It's just they're changing your attention, what you're paying attention to. And that's like the concept of what social media, how social media operates, you know? So you gotta break it down. Like, what is my social media content? What am I throwing at the net, you know, for the most amount of people? How do I want to initially grab most people's attention? Right now it's through TikTok. You know, you want to get TikTok, and you want to make something like, right now I'm doing these engagement collectors, basically, where I'm creating content that I know is going to just capture people's attention. So if you guys have followed my Instagram, you've seen me, or my TikTok, you've seen me do like the hand on the throat consensually. You've seen me do the lollipop stuff, and my account has blown up. I've gotten like 1.5 million views in the last 15 days or so. And I have like 80, almost 90,000 followers, all organic. I'm not like promoting who I am as an individual, given I have an extensive network of individuals that I utilize and collaborate with. So that obviously assists me greatly. But still, you gotta like utilize what you got, you know? So anyways, I'm trying to develop this as like, what am I going to throw at the big net, you know? How am I going to organize this and break this down? Like when we're talking about seduction, there are 4 stages of seducing someone, or Rizz, if Rizz is defined as one's ability to seduce a potential suitor or a person of interest. There are 4 stages. There's first the attraction stage, where you're going to stimulate the senses of, you know, typically vision. It's going to be what they see. You know, people judge books by their cover, you know, women do as well. And you want to like stand out in certain ways. So humans developed color vision so that we could navigate on savannas and shit like that. We're sensitive to contrasty colors like green and red or orange. The reason being that ripe fruit would grow on green trees. So we needed to develop the vision that allowed us to differentiate colors and contrast to help us identify food sources. That's wired into our brains. You know, we do that to help us survive. How does that apply to the individuals and the humans in our life that we are attracted to? You know, they need to stimulate, and stimulation is like when you really break it down like this and you understand the fundamental building blocks of society and humans and how we interact and engage in the world we're in, you could start playing that game. That's like the game of life, you know? Like, okay, humans are programmed to see the color differences between green and red for like fruit and stuff, right? So if we're starting to use colors that are more appealing to the eye, bright colors, you know, flashy colors, jewelry that shines, these are all like visual stimulations for us. These demonstrate value, you know, because we've also collected these things and add to our avatar. And it's called peacock theory. So like when you're trying to be more attractive, the first thing that you want to do is attract means like, if you break it down, even that, it's like light attracts you and it makes you look at it, you know? You're forced to look at it. So if you have proper peacock theory, you just have to be appealing to look at, or people will be attracted to you. So like by standing out, it's important, you know? And that's a good way to first start developing self-attraction. Because like if you think that you're ugly, you know, if you think that you're ugly, there's significant things. Most of the time there's significant things I think that you could just alter slightly or significantly, given the case, to achieve a higher level of attraction, you know? And that could even be like attitude when you go out. Because like the best thing that you could wear when you're in public is a fucking smile. You want to be someone who looks like you're having fun or that you're enjoying life, you know? Yeah, even people, like I've known significant people who are like out of shape that have good Rizz, you know? Because they're fun people to be around, and like even in some ways they'll like joke about it and like not really let it define them as a human, you know? Like you could be overweight, you could be out of shape, you could have fucked up teeth, a fucked up nose, fucked up eyes, whatever you want to, whatever insecurity you choose, and you could still be a good human that people are attracted to, you know? Because humans also operate in energy, dude. Like the majority of humans I believe to be good people, you know? And we want tribe and we want community. And I could fucking rant all day about this shit because I'm really trying to build it out. I fucking love you guys, though. I'm going to play some motherfucking games. I'm too high for this shit. But again, this is the breakdown. I'm going to have different courses that go over at Rizz 101, stages of Rizz, Rizzology, rules of Rizz, Rizz game, Rizz sabotage, Rizz lifestyle. I want to go over dating apps and help people set up their dating apps. And then you got some triple X stuff if you want to be better at like pleasing women and shit, you know? That's what I'm building. That's what I'm putting together. Most of it will be free on TikTok. Follow my fucking TikTok. I appreciate you guys being in here, you know. Also, you guys are very valuable, and I said this a lot this week too, but I just want you guys to recognize this. As a viewer, as a consumer of Twitch, you're giving me power and you're helping me just by accumulating in chat, by interacting. All social media right now is gauged at the ability for them to collect engagement, for them to collect the ability for you to like, to share, to comment, to stay active on the app, because that's going to expose the app, the user of the app, to more ads, which is how they generate revenue. All these companies are revenue driven, obviously. So you have to understand that. And even when you break down that, you'll start understanding certain things, like how people catch your attention with certain features, why TikTok blew the fuck up. You know, their algorithm knows how to show you exactly the kind of content that you want to see. It's very good into it, you know. I can go on all day about this stuff. You guys have cracked open a fucking can of worms. But regardless, like I'm going to just be real. I know I'm a wildly intelligent individual. I know that I understand a lot about business, a lot about psychology, a significant amount of things about how humans are. And even given my experience, I've finally recently developed the self-confidence to be like, hey, my voice is a voice that people, one, will listen to because they want to, and I provide value to them. And two, it's like living into my life purpose, where like all of this information that I've gathered, my experiences that I've had, the stuff that I've been through, has carved me in similar ways that it's carved you into the individuals that we are today, which is in a lot of ways the most powerful form that we've ever been, because we've been through so many life experiences. The older we get, the wiser we become because of those life experiences. And I'm truly at a point in my life where I feel confident that I could step into a significant leadership role and provide value and direction to individuals, especially seeing individuals like Andrew Tate, who I believe are selling a misconstrued concept of reality and the way that you should operate, you know? W rant. Welcome to my TED Talk. If anybody sat through all that, you know, I appreciate it, but goddamn, sorry. Is there anything? Here's something. You guys want to do me a favor and engage with me a little bit? Elaborate. What did Tate do wrong? Andrew Tate is an incredible marketer. The guy's incredibly intelligent. We can't deny that. It doesn't mean we agree with it, and that does not mean we agree with his views. It means that we can acknowledge that the individual has generated success in a following because of the way that he markets himself. Even looking throughout history, this happens. Like Adolf Hitler became very popular in Germany. The German people loved him because of Mein Kampf. He processed through media in a similar way that Andrew Tate is. Not to say that they're the same kind of human, not to say that they're the same human at all. What I'm trying to say, though, is that we have seen throughout history how an individual can generate influence in leadership positions among a group of individuals, even if they have very conflicting, misogynistic, or controlling ideals. To conclude, what Andrew Tate did wrong is Andrew Tate failed to attempt to bring women onto his side and show them equivalent respect. He established a hierarchy that I think shouldn't exist in society at all, to where men are superior to women by any capacity. You know, I've seen very successful, like Meg Nut, for instance, woman, very powerful woman, young, incredible at business, incredibly intelligent, needs no man in her life, so they say, you know, and I believe it. But in the same regard, that doesn't put her above other people either. Like, I think that, and also to question the type of individuals that Andrew Tate associates with, I believe safely assume that the women in his life are shallow individuals, and if you remove the money, the fame, the car, the influence, that he would not have the influence he does, or even have the women around him that he does. And he like gloats about that because he has money and stuff, but you're not attracting the right kind of fucking people. It's like you could say, you know, oh man, I caught the biggest fish out there, or the best fish out there. But like, if the fish gets you sick, or it's, you know, not a flavorful fish, are you really going to brag about it? It's not about the quantity of individuals, it's the quality, you know, and you're not going to achieve quality individuals by them evaluating your personal worth because of the amount of money that you make. It doesn't dictate human behavior, you know, or how they'll treat you. Rant over. Thank you for coming to my Tate Talk. Are you guys clipping any of this? Can I have... You guys want to talk about engagement and stuff? Like, dude, I appreciate that you guys come in here. But while you're sitting there watching me, while you're sitting there doing whatever else you're doing, if you have the ability and the time to engage by commenting, by fucking, you know, by commenting, by gifting, by dropping the emotes, by doing whatever it is in any way that you can engage with this channel, by dropping a follow, by telling your friends, by being in the Discord and saying shit, you know, that means a lot, and it helps a lot. That means a lot to me. Like, you guys are powerful. If you guys want to help me grow this channel and you guys want to contribute as well, try to be mindful of doing those small things. Like, if you're on my Discord and, you know, the notification goes out that I dropped a Instagram post or a Twitter post, it helps me a lot when you guys go engage with that. That stimulates the algorithm a lot. Just having you guys go drop a comment, go drop a like, go share it on your thing if you resonate with it and you think it's ever given you value. And that goes for anybody, not only just my stuff. I really, truly appreciate it. It helps a lot when you guys do that and you engage on my content. Because I really want to be influential and I want to help people, dude. I want to provide value to people. And I can't do that without you guys. I have to build this channel. I have to build my social media presence. I'm trying to go on podcast. I'm like getting a photo shoot done of me tomorrow. I have a podcast on the 29th that I'm going on. I'm trying to shoot like more mainstream stuff with more mainstream people. Like, I'm really trying to dive deep in this and become an influencer. and actually be an influencer, like how influencers should be, and set a standard of how influencers should be, because we need to be fucking role models for people. Like, so many people come to us, influencers, for direction and for conversation and insight and companionship and company, because people are lonely, you know? And a lot of these people just, I think, are influencing individuals in a productive way. And you guys can help me do that. And you guys can help me set a standard for what influencers should be. And I'm not trying to play an ego card like I think I'm almighty. I'm still learning. I'm a student. I'll forever be a student. Hey, the CGI, thank you, bro. And anyways, you guys can help me achieve my goals by engaging, by dropping a like. Slug, Kek, thank you for the support. Oh shit, hey Pody 2XL is gifting a 1 to tier 1 sub to the last community. Let's go, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate the follows too, guys. That means a lot, motherfuckers. Again, I'll say it one more fucking time. The way that you guys can help me, go to get into the Discord. Go get in the fucking Discord. Drop a hello every once in a while. Click on my noties. Go comment on my Instagram. Go comment on my TikTok. That shit drives the algorithm like crazy. If I had all 163 of you motherfuckers doing that every time I posted, I would double my numbers. And not to say, you guys got your own life, so I don't need you to fucking, you know, do all that, bro. But if you got the motherfucking time, you want to show some support, that's how you fucking do it. I'm just trying to say that so you guys understand how social media works. There's a goddamn storm. Craig! There's a goddamn storm. There's a goddamn storm, Craig. Join my game. We gotta get out of here. Yo, that storm is busting, bro. The first thing that you need to do... Sorry for yelling into this shit. First thing you need to do, Motive, is identify the concept of your content, because the 2 C's of successful on anything, social media, is content and consistency. Have good content, be consistent with it. If you do those 2 things, bro, that's the secret sauce. And it's incredibly vague, but those are the 2 ingredients that make a successful account. You have good content, and then if you want to throw in extra credit, it's marketing. You know, but if you have good content, you're consistent, and you market it well, oh my God, you're unstoppable, bro. Oh my God, that lightning, motherfucker. Yo, what's up, Alec? How you doing, baby? Exactly. RW, that's why the first step is evaluate yourself. Like, self-evaluation is such an important fucking skill. The ability to evaluate yourself, understand what you like, what you dislike, how you think, how you operate, what drives you, what motivates you, what stresses you out, who's healthy for you, who's unhealthy for you, what's healthy for you, what's unhealthy for you, what are good habits, what are bad habits, how do you prefer to learn habits. Learning style is super important. Like, a lot of people fail in the United States school systems because the school system is designed for one type of learner. Like, for me, I'm not good at numbers. I'm not good at like writing things down and understanding why X, Y, and B equals C. I'm good at understanding like moving blocks from piles and like working with my hands and shit. Like, if I would understand geometry and trigonometry if I was learning how to be an architect and actually like learning how to cut wood and how pieces and shapes move together and shit, than I would by trying to figure out the fucking equations that are developed to substitute how we had utilized those in real life. That's why math doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like we say, oh, instead of a piece of wood, it's A. And instead of this being like the top angle of the piece of wood, that's B. And then for C, we'll say that's the like long side of the piece of wood, so that's C. It's like now you got ABC fucking shit instead of actually doing like what we were supposed to do. And I'll continue the rant by saying I went to fucking Boston, right? And I'm looking, oh my God. Got him. I went to Boston. I was looking at all the old churches there. We don't know how to build those old churches anymore. We have lost that technology and time. We don't know how to build the pyramids. Do you know why? It's because people get lazy. We look for the cheapest way, the quickest way, the most affordable way. The fucking, I just said that 3 different ways, and same thing 3 different ways. The easy way. Like we're not trying to be creative and different. You know, like. Like, let me show you this. So a lot of people will combat that, but like, what do you mean we lost the technology? Like we've advanced in technology. You know, it's only been forward. It doesn't take steps back. Like Elon Musk had said, the reason that we haven't gone to the moon again is because we lost that technology. Like people have to redo that shit, you know, and figure it out. Why the fuck let me show you this? I need to be careful. I'm clicking on this fucking computer. Why the fuck? Oldest church in England. Guess what? How many companies in the world do you think know how to build this fucking church? How many? If we said, hey, we want this built. We want this built. Who can fucking do it? Not a lot of fucking people. You know? Like, bro, people don't know how to build this shit. I would argue none. Like, who the fuck knows how to work with stone like that? You know? We don't know how to do it anymore. The inside of this kind of shit, it's like very special carpentry. When this was like more standard, you know, it's not like that anymore. We work with different materials. We want that shit to be easier, you know? Even like working with special brick, do you know how like different this would look? You're never making something that looks like that anymore. Like the companies don't build like this. Even crazier, bro. Like the fucking... You guys see my search history? I might be looking up crazy shit. We don't know how to build this anymore. Giant fucking sandcastles. We don't do that. We don't build with fucking sand and rock and stone like that. Humans built that. This is a fucking ant pile, bro. How did humans build that? How the fuck did we build these? Drives me nuts. I want to know. If I had one superpower, do you know what it'd be? I'm going to go pee, and I'm going to get a little snack. I want you guys to answer that question. We're going to have that conversation. If you had... Can someone pin that chat? If you had one superpower, what would it be? Drop it, motherfuckers. I'll be right back. I want to see like at least 10, motherfucker. At least. Interact with me. Engage with me. Please. Please. Just fucking do it. Yo, I love you fucking guys. Hey, you passed. Ski mask, you fucking passed with flying colors, bro. Thank you. Damn, you guys were hell. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for fucking interacting, bro. Teleportation, that's a good one. I like that. What the fuck is Prometheus aware? First time chatters, let's fucking go. Yes, man, Ryan. Cool name. I come in here sniffing like I just did blow. I did not do blow, promise. But you know what I actually did do recently? I used a fucking nose trimmer for like one of the first times in my life. I fucking hate it because I like feel these prickly little hairs regrowing in my nose. It's the most obnoxious thing. Fine. To heal any and all ailments, that's a good one. On everyone? Read minds is fucking manipulative, bro. Eat, fuck, sleep, work out, and work at the same time. Immortal? Damn. I don't want to be able to read people's minds. I definitely want to tell you at least. I am eating Halo Top ice cream. Really? Fucking wax it? Mine would be my superpower that I would choose is the ability to spectate any moment in history. So I won't interfere, but I could go see and like control time where I can see how the pyramids were built. See Julius Caesar crossing the Rubicon. See Greece and like old ships and the pirates. Go see dinosaurs.
Nikola Tesla believed that he could harness the energy from inside the Earth and transmit that power wirelessly around the world. His early experiments were successful, but his research mysteriously vanished after his death. There is no evidence left of Tesla's wireless power technology. Or is there? For years we were taught that the Great Pyramid of Giza was a tomb for a king. It wasn't. It had a different purpose. Tesla didn't invent wireless power. It's been here for 5,000 years, and probably a lot longer than that.
What the fuck? A power generator?
Okay, why were the pyramids built?
Storage for dead mummies?
Dead mummies?
It's a tautology.
Mainstream Egyptology says that the Great Pyramid of Giza is a tomb built for Khufu, the 4th dynasty Egyptian pharaoh who ruled 4,500 years ago. But the Great Pyramid doesn't have any characteristics of other Egyptian tombs. The Great Pyramid contains no artifacts, no hieroglyphs, and no elaborate wall art. It's been argued that the granite sarcophagus found in the king's chamber once contained Khufu's mummy. There's no evidence that a mummy was ever there. No mummy has ever been found in any pyramid, ever. Ancient Egyptians considered their pharaohs gods. The Great Pyramid is a strange structure for a god. Small chambers, narrow shafts, no markings at all. The way the pyramid was built, and the materials used to build it, suggest it had a different purpose. The sides of the pyramid are aligned with the compass with such accuracy that only modern engineering can match it. The Great Pyramid is a mountain made of 2.5 million blocks of stone weighing 6 million tons, piled 481 feet high. Its footprint is over 13 acres. To align this construction within 1/15th of a degree of true north is impossible precision. The base of the Great Pyramid is leveled within 3/4 of an inch. The only way to do this with modern structures is to use lasers. Even though the sides of the pyramid are over 755 feet long, made of stone blocks weighing between 2 and 40 tons each side is within 2 inches of any other. That's 99.98% accurate. Fun fact, the pyramid doesn't have 4 sides. It actually has 8. Each side is slightly concave that you can only really see from directly above, or when the pyramid casts shadows during the equinoxes. And yes, those angles too are perfect. Whoever built the pyramids somehow knew the size of the Earth. If you take the height of the pyramid and multiply it by 43,200, you get 3,938.685 miles, which is within 11 miles of the polar radius of the planet. That's 99.7% accurate. If you take the perimeter of the base of the pyramid and multiply that by 43,200, you get 24,734.94 miles. That's the Earth's circumference at the equator within 99.3% accuracy. We know that the ancients were obsessed with equinoxes, when the day and the night are the same lengths. The length of the day and night on an equinox is 43,200 seconds. Now, skeptics will say this relationship between 43,200 and the size of the Earth is forced. They say, well, the planet is different sizes in different places, so this is just a coincidence.
No, is this one of those episodes where we make the skeptics look like idiots?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, good, I love those.
Don't gloat.
Oh, the skeptics!
Most of the Great Pyramid is constructed of nummulite limestone, the reddish-brown blocks that we see today. This rock is found close to the site and is abundant. But the builders of the pyramid also used unusual materials not found locally. The exterior of the pyramid was once covered in casing stones made of bright white limestone. They were polished smooth
How do we
and
know
fit
that?
together so tightly that no seams were visible. These casing stones were cut and shipped from a quarry in Tura, almost 500 miles away. That's like carrying thousands of 10-ton stone blocks the length of the entire state of Florida. They must have been special. Unlike the limestone cut locally, Tura limestone lacks magnesium. This makes it an excellent insulator. Limestone can carry an electrical current. Tura limestone can't. Interior chambers were built with a rare type of granite called rose granite, also brought from hundreds of miles away. This granite has a high concentration of silicon dioxide, also known as quartz. When quartz is compressed or even just moved, it creates a charge called piezoelectricity. One face of the quartz will have a positive charge, the other will have a negative charge. Connect the two faces together and you have an electrical circuit. Because of this property, quartz is used in all kinds of modern devices like watches, clocks, TVs, GPS units, and on and on. To charge a watch that uses quartz, all you have to do is shake it. And if you've ever used a barbecue lighter, the voltage is created by a quartz crystal. The king and queen's chambers were built with granite that is 85% quartz. The tunnels and passageways are also lined with quartz-rich granite. If pressure was applied to all this granite, it would generate a tremendous amount of electricity, turning the pyramid into a giant power plant. And there's proof that this is exactly what happened.
What the fuck?
The idea that the Great Pyramid was a power plant is not new. It was first proposed in the 1970s. It was and is considered a fringe theory.
Ooh, those are my favorite kind of theories.
I know.
The fringier the better. Fringia? Fringia. No, that doesn't sound right. What's your problem?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the show interrupting your train of thought?
Sarcasm, nice.
Well, what do you expect? I'm trying to set up the show here, and it's not easy to do when you're jumping in with comments. As more and more discoveries were made over the years, more evidence emerged that the Great Pyramid as a power plant wasn't fringe science, but actual science. One of the most compelling cases comes from Christopher Dunn. He believes the process starts in the subterranean chamber. Below the pyramid are aquifers. As water moves through the underground cavities, sound waves are created. The frequency of these waves resonate with the Earth's natural vibration. As those waves move up through the pyramid, a process is used to magnify, focus, and convert the sound into energy. The Queen's Chamber was used for a chemical reaction that created hydrogen, and there's substantial proof of this. There are two interior shafts that lead to the Queen's Chamber. The northern shaft has traces of hydrochloric acid. The southern has traces of hydrated zinc chloride. Combining these two chemicals creates a volatile reaction that generates hydrogen. A lot of hydrogen. This hydrogen gas would flow from the Queen's Chamber through the horizontal passage and into the Grand Gallery. The Grand Gallery is also made of granite. As the hydrogen gas builds up, the pressure compresses the granite, creating electricity. This electricity also ionizes the air, increasing conductivity. Within the Grand Gallery were 27 or 28 pairs of resonators that would vibrate and emit sound. The hydrogen atoms would organize themselves into waves in sympathy with the sound waves of the gallery. These sound waves further excite the stone, creating even more electricity.
Oh, so let me get this straight. You stick the shafts into the Queen's chamber, which gets the stones excited?
That's right, but somehow when you say it, it sounds dirty.
I'm a naughty, naughty fish.
Acoustic engineers have determined the gallery resonates at 440 hertz and naturally emits an F-sharp chord. 440 hertz and the F-sharp chord have been connected to a lot of woo-woo ideas, but there's a reason for that. It's considered a sound that resonates in harmony with the earth. The builders of the pyramid knew this. Longtime Mac users will recognize this sacred chord. At the top of the gallery is a small shaft leading to the king's chamber. The opening is 8.4 by 4.8 inches. This is the perfect size for hydrogen microwaves to pass into the king's chamber, which also resonates at 440 hertz and F-sharp. Above the king's chamber are 5 layers of granite beams, stacked and separated by air gaps. This is called the relieving chamber because it was believed that this interior structure relieved the weight of the pyramid. That's not what it does. The beams are smooth on 3 sides, but rough cut on the top. Christopher Dunn believes the reason for the rough cut is this is how the beams were tuned. The builders could vibrate the granite beams and slowly chip away at the stone until they resonated with an F-sharp chord, which they do. The king's chamber is what's known as a Helmholtz resonator. When you blow air across the top of a bottle and create sound, that's a Helmholtz resonator. Change the volume of liquid in the bottle, or change the volume of stone within the chamber, you change the pitch. The entire complex is a giant musical instrument. Now, some skeptics reluctantly agree that the Great Pyramid has musical properties. But for skeptics to consider the pyramid as a power plant, they
Why
would
can't I
need
do this shit?
evidence to show that a giant stone pyramid would respond to electromagnetic energy.
I can't
There was
whistle
no
either. What the
evidence of
fuck?
that
I'm broken.
until 2018.
What?
Whether true or not, it's scientifically possible that the Great Pyramid was a structure for creating, harnessing, and focusing energy. The exterior was made of material that insulates electricity. The interior was made of material that conducts electricity.
See, bro?
The chamber...
Fuck. See what I just did? Actually, that was subconscious too. I engaged. Cause like that's when I like content. When I like someone's content, this is how I prove and help them. A lot of people, like, it's good to develop these kind of things because you want to reward people in general. Like, if you like someone's content, it's like, I want them to make more content. This is how you get them to make more content. You go hit that like. You hit a comment. I'm even going to go through and even interact more. Like, let's interact on this guy's stuff. Okay, my favorite channel on YouTube, hands down. It only took 3 episodes. I'm completely hooked. You, sir, have created a niche so well done that any large Hollywood production company should be beating down its doors with offers. Boom. Crypto Disco actually loves his fucking content. Imagine if energy was free, the amount of progress we would have made. Oh my God, you're right. Tesla was always a hero to me. I adore Tesla and it breaks my heart. This would be very useful. These guys are all really supporting this man and his channel. You know? Boom. Subscribe. That means a lot. 1.23 million. That means a lot. Fuck, if you really want to go above and beyond, sharing it is it. Or hell, even thanks. You can donate now. Damn, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Are vibrated, electrons will migrate through the rock and up to the surface. By combining science and music, the builders of the pyramid created a power-generating machine tuned to the natural harmonic of the Earth's vibration that primarily comes from the tidal energy created by the moon's gravity. This technology, created thousands of years ago, could generate unlimited clean energy. But how did they get the energy out?
3.6 million
brings
views.
us back to Tesla. His Wardenclyffe Tower was built on top of an aquifer, with copper and iron rods extending down into the water. When electricity was sent into the tower, it was to be transmitted around the world through the atmosphere. The pyramid is also built on an aquifer, and copper pipes and iron rods have recently been discovered there. If the capstone was made of gold, the energy concentrated inside the pyramid would have been drawn to the top.
Another crazy thing to think about is that we've had really beautiful minded individuals who have passed on, and then we think that throughout history we just have made nothing but progress, right? We have lost so much information, so much technology, and so much from brilliant minds who interacted in a more neutral world. You know, like, we have less intelligent people now, in the sense of, like, we don't understand how the world works as well as individuals used to. You know, like, throughout history, our ancestors were far more intelligent because they knew what the earth did. They were in line with the circadian rhythm of the sun and sunrise and sunset. They were eating mineral and nutrient rich food that was straight from the earth. They understood that. They learned what plants you can and can't eat, learning how things grow, learning how to hunt, learning the anatomy of animals and yourself, having death be in your tribe or where you're living and stuff, you know? And that's just interesting to think. That's why it's important for us to return to, like, the base level of what existence really is, what Earth really is, you know? I can go all fucking day, bro. So you know, I'm noticing that I'm having little rants. And then I also am experiencing, like, insecurity too. Like, I'll say that, and honestly, I'm just being myself right now, you know? Like, but I developed that insecurity. That little voice in my head is like, oh, shut up, Josh or Eli, you know, you shouldn't say this stuff. Da da da. Don't be vulnerable. But it's good being vulnerable. Air W, gotta take off. W Eli, W Tribe. Have a good rest of your stream. Air W, dude, thank you for coming in here so much. You've been really fucking consistent in here, dude. Nothing but love and support. You're here during the entirety of my streams. You're always saying what's up. Really appreciate you, bro. Have a good night. Thank you for contributing to the tribe. Thank you for supporting my content. I really, really appreciate you, bro. Ski Mask, big shout out to Ski Mask too, being a real fucking W mod. Really appreciate it. Inverse, you're right there, bro. You guys are fucking warriors, man. You really hold it down. You help me figure this shit out. You guys give me honest feedback, even if trolls are telling me that my mic's cutting out or not. You guys are patient with me. Like, when my stuff cuts out, do you know how disheartening it is when you have a stream crash and then you go on and you've lost, like, 2/3 of the people that are watching you, sometimes worse? It's like, fuck, bro. Like, that's progress. That number just dwindled. The people that stick it out, bro, I really fucking appreciate you, bro. Ski Mask, even you just coming in and modding, bro, you editing videos for me, doing a bunch of cool shit. You're a really talented guy, bro. Doing all kinds of cool stuff. Kuga Booga, W mods. Dude, W supporting the mods, bro. We need the citizens, you know, to support the fucking the mods, the people holding it down, the people that work, you know, on making it happen. This is an egalitarian type of life, bro. We're building a community. It's important for us to connect with groups of individuals. That's the only way that these motherfuckers were built. I'll tell you one thing I know for sure about how the pyramids were built. It took a lot of fucking manpower. A lot of humans moved a lot of shit. Same with those fucking churches. Like, humans built those. Isn't that fucking beautiful? Like, a humans built this, bro. This isn't built by fucking machines. There's not, like... And a lot of this is done, like, by hand, and they're building, like, scaffoldings and shit. And it's, like, hand tools. They're not even using power tools. Hammering in all the fucking nails. Imagine all the nails, all the cement that goes in this fucking place. Hand carving the fucking structures on the outside. Insane. Insane, bro. What the fuck, bro? Look at this. What is that? How did we build that? That's sacred geometry. How did we build that? Who could do that now? I doubt there are many companies that could do that. I barely even know what I'm looking at. Is this on the ceiling? Has to be. It's the ceiling, correct? I'm baked, bro. Fuck. Look at that. How? Look up how long it took. Founded in 597, the cathedral was completely rebuilt between 1070 and 77. So 597, 697, 797, 897. 400 years. 317 years. Between 317 and 310. 8. I don't fucking know. I don't know where any of those places are.
And transmitted to the atmosphere. Tesla's wireless power
Thank you for the
distribution
follows,
system
everybody. Love you.
used the resonance of the Earth, just like the pyramid. And just like the pyramid, the energy generated by Tesla's tower would be unlimited, clean, and virtually free for everyone on the planet. But Tesla's tower was destroyed by outside forces. There's evidence.
I want lurk to be one of my most common used commands. So if you guys watch this, if you ever feel like dropping the lurk command or any commands in general, that really fucking helps too. Like you guys reminding the community. Honestly, bro, that's actually something that really fucking helps, I bet. That we aren't really doing either. Because even instead of you guys going to my fucking account, just dropping my commands when people are in here. Like, hey, go follow the Instagram. Or some people today were saying, go to the Discord. The Discord's popping. Bro, thank you guys for that shit. That's baller as fuck of you, you know?
That the Great Pyramid.
And I'll also say, just a little side note, I get very, very disappointed in chat and Twitch, and it makes me want to not do it. If I'm hanging out with a girl and you guys body shame or say anything bad, it fucking pisses me off. I don't get mad a lot. You know, I've gotten mad a handful of times in you know, recent years. Man, when you guys fucking talk, and when I say you guys, I just mean like people out there. It's not, obviously you guys aren't all one person. But, fucking hell, bro. When there are those people in chat, and this is for you guys, when we get people in chat, mods, that disrespect a human, or body shame a human, or in any way make the human that I'm interacting with think Twitch is fucking stupid. I don't want to be involved in this. These guys are fucked up. Trim the fucking fat if anybody comes in here with that energy. We get rid of them right away, bro. I don't want that. Do not come in here and be negative. How we deal with fucking bullies, bro? Get them out here. Trim them. All right, bro. You can't sit with us. You're going to be a dick. Get out of here. We want good people here. We want to be fucking nice, decent humans. W chat, W community, W tribe. Thank you guys, bro. Hey, Rylan Chemist with the fucking lurk, bro. You in here lurking? I fucking love it, baby. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. It's baller that you get bad bitches. You know, I don't condone calling them bitches, although it is slightly adopted in my vocabulary. But I'm trying to self-reflect, and I want to really change that because, you know, I don't really want to be calling them that.
Destroyed from within.
You understand. Ski mask, trim the fat, baby.
In the year 1900, Nikola Tesla convinced J.P. Morgan to fund a project to create a wireless communication system. When Tesla received the funding, he decided to scale up the project. Rather than
the lurkers, bro.
the world,
out of the shadows.
Power.
Out of the shadows. They come to fucking chat. They drop a follow. Make GT canon. Welcome to the fucking tribe, bro. I love you, motherfucker. I love you too. Love you too. You understand? You understand? You understand?
Tesla had already demonstrated that wireless power would work on a small scale. He famously had light bulbs scattered on the ground that would illuminate when a Tesla coil was activated nearby. Now he wanted to go bigger. He explained this world-changing technology to J.P. Morgan and asked him for more money to complete the project. Rather than support Tesla, Morgan pulled his funding, claiming breach of contract. JP Morgan owned General Electric, which would be made obsolete. He owned AT&T, which would also become obsolete.
Fuck.
JP Morgan owned copper mines all over the world, and his factories generated miles of copper wire. JP Morgan owned rubber farms and factories that created insulation for wire. He owned steel companies and factories that built power generators. He owned timber mills that created telegraph and electricity poles. He owned coal mines that fueled existing power plants.
Oh my
and he
God.
owned 24 railroads that transported all these resources around the country. None of this would be necessary.
1 second. Twiz up, what's up, baby? You guys are gonna open shoes with me. Because these are my favorite shoes that I own, but they're getting kind of dirty from me wearing them all the time. So I said, hey, I need like a fresh pair of shoes for when I go out, you know? So these are my new go out shoes. I know Craig's really gonna like them. Boom. Fresh shoe, you know? Huge. Having fresh shoes, bro, is such a power play for Peacock Theory. Just have that one fucking pair of shoes that you keep really nice. That you fucking, after you go out, you're wiping your shoes. You're buying spray and you're keeping them all good, you know, making sure that they don't get stained. You gotta like keep a nice pair of shoes. It's like this changes a complete fucking outfit, bro. Having a nice pair of shoes, cheat code. And also, I like wearing my new shoes inside. Even like just sitting at the computer, I'll put them on to help break them in a little bit. I don't want the first time I wear these to be like when I go out because I don't want them to make my feet sore. Because you're going out, you're going to be walking more, you know? Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Fresh. Oh, dude, I think these are going to be shoes that I really, really like to wear. I think they're like $100. I think they're $100. And like, if you don't want to buy a bunch of new shoes, because like honestly, I wish I went through less shoes, but like my white shoes, you know, I go through all the time. Anyways, that's the fucking trick, is like try to get one pair of shoes that's not just black shoes, but like opt for a different color, like a lighter color. Or if you're gonna get white shoes, get like ones that are leather and stuff.
Necessary.
You guys
if
still with
Tesla
me?
created free, unlimited wireless power. For several years, Tesla wrote JP Morgan almost every month, begging him to reconsider. He wouldn't. Instead, JP Morgan chose to finance Tesla's competitors, Edison and Marconi, who were improving on and getting rich from Tesla's inventions. And not only did JP Morgan refuse any further investment, but he also put out word to everyone in the wealthy investor class that Tesla should be avoided. He was essentially blacklisted. By 1915, Tesla had accumulated so much debt that the bank foreclosed on the Wardenclyffe property. The tower was demolished in 1917 and sold for scrap. The project was never completed. Tesla was a genius, but he was at a disadvantage. Men like Edison and Marconi knew how to bring Tesla's inventions to market. They knew how to make technology accessible, and most of all, they knew how to play the game. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. That's why 84% of the world's energy is created from fossil fuels. It's also why Tesla died alone and broke. It's possible that the Great Pyramid suffered some catastrophic event that caused it to stop working.